Bangalore fans need more from Virat, Michael. When did we ever think we'd say that? This year is just bizarre.
Yeah, 2020, the year that Virat Kohli became normal. He's found that there are many other players that have gone through these kind of struggles. It's not really a massive struggle. Look at the numbers, still got 431 runs at a strike rate of 122, but he's better than that. He's a player that should be striking at over 140. He should be winning the RCB more games than he has done. But as I said, he's a human being. He can, as everyone can, have periods where it doesn't come quite as easy maybe it had done in the last few years. Maybe a little bit of the rub of the green hasn't gone his way. Lose a bit of confidence. The mindset's not quite what it was. But I would always think that in games like this, where you have to win and you have to play well, I'd be staggered if Virat doesn't get a score. Virat and AB de Villiers, these are the days that those two characters in particular are made for. They know how to play the pressure. They know how to deliver. They've done it so many times in the past. I'd be amazed if at least one of them doesn't do something special this evening.
We're just so greedy, aren't we, Joy? We just the boys had a 400+ season. Oh my God, sir, please, little more, sir, please. But in all fairness, Michael makes a very valid point. He's better than 122 strike rate. I mean, the fact is that he is a far exponentially better player than he was 4 years ago when we look at those 4-year numbers. But the fact is, he's definitely a better player than a 122 strike rate.
Yeah, I saw of all his knocks, there was only one knock where I saw him actually play with total freedom. Otherwise, he's always controlling himself. It's a lot like Warner till the last couple of matches. Warner was just holding himself back. I think Virat is doing a lot of that. And it's surprising. I think Finch not getting starts has been a bit of a problem. Though Devdutt Padikkal gave them a lot up front, but Finch not giving starts just put that little bit of pressure on him. And I feel that my only thing is that, when you look at this matchup, the only plus I'd say, and I go completely with Michael in this, the experienced international hands generally tend to hold up better in stress situations like today. So yes, it is a day where you'd expect a Virat Kohli, you'd expect somebody like a Kohli, a Rabada, an AB de Villiers, maybe even an Ashwin. These are experienced international guys who played World Cup. They know a little bit about pressure. You expect them to hold up a little bit better.
Yeah, and the only thing I'd say about Virat, and it happens to some players when they get a bit older, they go through periods where they almost overthink too much because they've got so much in the data storage of the mind that they start overthinking it. Whereas when they're younger, they just play and they just go for it and they play fearless cricket because they know they've got many, many, many more years to come. Virat's still got many years. You look at Warner, as Joy mentioned, that he was overcomplicating batting and then he suddenly thought, I'm just going to whack it. I prefer Virat Kohli in T20 cricket going out there with an intent to hit boundaries. He'll activate most balls because he's so skillful, but I think he's that good that he can almost pick on bowlers and hit boundaries at will. I think he's a better player when he's really attacking all bowlers, not picking and waiting for his match. He doesn't have to wait for matchups. He can match up to anybody and destroy them. He doesn't need that. I just like to see he and AB de Villiers just go out there and try and almost demoralise an opposing bowling unit because they're that good. It's not always going to pay off, but I think they've got to put that into their mindset. That's what they have to do today, is go and demoralise the opposing bowling because they've got so much skill and mentality to do so.